Washington approves Carriger Solar Project. Governor Bob Ferguson has signed off on the Carriger Solar Project in Klickitat County, clearing the way for 160 megawatts of new solar generation and 63 megawatts of battery storage. It's a notable decision, not just because it's the first utility-scale energy project to reach his desk, but because it lands at a time when Washington's renewable capacity has grown far more slowly than its climate ambitions. Ferguson's approval came after directing the state's Energy Facility Site Evaluation Council to deepen its engagement with the Yakama Nation. While he found the council met its formal obligations, the governor made it clear that the state's approach to tribal consultation must evolve. That expectation will hang over every major energy proposal that follows. What stands out about Carriger is how much weight a single project now carries. Washington is often seen as a clean energy leader, yet its pace of renewable electricity growth ranks at the bottom nationally. Years of slow permitting, constrained transmission corridors, and an uneven project pipeline have contributed to the gap. Klickitat County is one of the few places where the right conditions line up: available land, strong solar resources, and access to the Mid-Columbia grid. The project's contribution is straightforward, but meaningful. Cypress Creek Renewables estimates that Carriger could power more than 30,000 homes once operational, supported by battery storage that strengthens evening reliability, a growing priority across the Northwest as hydro conditions become more variable. Construction is expected to generate several hundred jobs and deliver new tax revenue to the region. But its long-term value rests in something broader: building out a more diverse power mix in a state still heavily dependent on hydropower and imports. Other large solar proposals are beginning to surface, suggesting Washington may be entering a different phase of development. Federal grid resilience funding is aimed squarely at the Mid-Columbia Basin, and developers are increasingly pairing storage with generation to ease transmission constraints. Carriger will be an early test of whether this momentum is real or episodic. The governor's approval letter balanced two themes: the pressing need to expand clean energy capacity and the obligation to consult responsibly with tribal nations whose lands and cultural resources intersect with these projects. That dual focus is now shaping Washington's renewable energy future as much as any technology choice. Carriger won't solve the state's build-out challenges on its own, but it moves Washington in the direction its laws require and its grid increasingly demands. Adding firming capacity, bringing new investors into the fold, and signaling that large-scale solar has a place in a hydro-dominant system that must evolve. You've been listening to Sustainability Soundbites by Environment+Energy leader. For partnership opportunities, please reach out to our team. And don't forget to submit your entry for the 2026 Awards Program. Deadline is 12/31/2025.